Today, we are going to be talking about some of the best Canva features for YouTubers. If you've been learning about YouTube for a bit, you might have heard of the Nimmin brothers. So Dee and Nick Nimmin are they're a bit of a power duo of brothers with huge followings, and they both have brilliant channels, and they're teaching people how to use YouTube. And they're just a couple of bloody legends. So today's guest is not either of the Nimmins, though her channel was recently recommended by them, which definitely says a lot about the quality of the content you can expect to find on the Creator Classroom. So it goes without saying that I am absolutely tickled pink to be joined on my channel today by the Creator Classroom. Thank you so much for being here today.
Is that the proper YouTube face?
I think so. I think it's something like that. Or also like, that's a very good one. And also like, how are we sure? Do we even like Canva? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you so much from the absolute bloody bottom of my heart for being here today with me, Jennifer. It's such
I could always kick myself out of the live stream if it starts not going well.
You could. I mean, that would be, I don't know that I could give as much brilliant information as you can about Canvas, though. So please don't.
I might not even be able to give the information I would like to give today if Canva doesn't fix itself.
Yes, we just had a little bit of a look on Canva a moment ago, and some of the things that we're going to show you, that their website seems to be having some issues. So we'll see how things go. It's the beautiful thrill of live streaming. So yeah, thank you everyone. Pardon?
I can talk about a lot of things, not just Canva.
We can talk about all sorts. We have proven by this point we are pretty good at chatting. So yes, thank you everyone so much for being here in the live chat. I can see you there, Marianne. Thank you so much for being here. iFun Chris uses Canva as well, the Creator Classroom. I'm so shocked to hear that you use Canva. That's awesome. Yes. So to get us started, for anyone who hasn't met you yet or hasn't come across your channel yet, would you mind filling us in briefly a little bit about yourself and about what kind of content you're creating on your channel?
Well, so what I do is very, very specific. I teach people how to use Canva.
And you do it so bloody well.
So my focus is actually on YouTubers, which I don't know that there is another Canva channel that has. There's one or two that I believe that have that, but they also have a much broader vision of what that means. But I just have really narrowed in on that because that's how I started. And it never dawned on me to do anything else.
Yeah, and it's such a wonderful and powerful example, I think, of we met through Video Ranking Academy. I think there's probably some other VRA fam in the chat, so let us know if you're here lurking. And yeah, one of the big things that they talk about a lot is this idea of niching down and, you know, not being afraid to be super duper specific with your YouTube channel and what it is you're creating and who you're making stuff for. So like Canva for YouTubers is awesome. I love it.
I love it so much. I was like, what do you mean people don't know to narrow down?
Yeah.
Like the first video I did was
very specific.
Canva for YouTube.
Yeah. It is interesting. I'd love to know from people who are watching in the chat, like, what's your channel about? Do you have a specific niche? You know, are you using Canva? Obviously, that's would be very interesting to know.
And how are they using Canva? I mean,
yes,
like not just are they using it, because you can use it for more than just thumbnails.
Yes, which I didn't really realize until I discovered your channel. I was really only using it for that, but there's so much. So today we're going to talk about your 3 favorite features in Canva for YouTube. Well, hang on, I shouldn't say your 3 favorite because 3 of
Because
your favorite.
yes, because actually my favorite, my favorite, I'm actually not talking about today. They would have to wait to hear about
Oh.
that tomorrow.
Oh, scandalous. Yes. If you want to find out about that, you're going to have to go and subscribe to the Creator Classroom. And there's going to be another live stream happening tomorrow. So today we're talking about 3 of your favorite Canva features for YouTubers. And tomorrow, Jennifer is going to be talking about the top
Maybe 25?
25. So with prices like that, you'd be mad to miss out. Hello, yes, VRA fam. Very nice. My mum is here and she's fam, but she's not VRA fam. Roxanne, thank you so much for checking in to say hello. It would be lovely to have you watching the replay. And yeah, beautiful.
Oh, by the way, I can hear myself through you.
Can you? I can't hear that. Is anyone else hearing an audio loop?
I
Is
mean,
it
it's
super?
very, very, and because I'm super sound sensitive, I
Mm,
can hear it, but I don't know how bad it is. I don't think it's that bad. It's just because you know how I hear my trucks and I'm like, oh, it's so loud. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's a case of that. But price of admission to my channel is free.
Yes. And mine too. Mine too. My
No
mum
charge.
informed me when I first started my YouTube channel that a lot of people don't realize that it doesn't actually cost any money to subscribe to a YouTube channel. So my
You know what
mum,
else are free? Likes.
yes, likes are also free. So many free things, so many beautiful, beautiful free things. So, what was your motivation to start your YouTube channel?
Well, this specific one,
Oh,
this
that's a good
specific
that's a
channel,
good question. You've had a
I've
few,
got
but yes, let's talk about this specific channel.
so if I go back in time, uh,
Mhm.
July 2020, and I was chatting with a few people, and they said, "How did you create that thing that you do between scenes?" Like, I'm not. How are you doing that? Because I've never seen anybody else do that. How do you do it? And I'm like, oh, I just used Canva. And then
Mm.
I'm trying to explain, like in written word, how I did it. And my husband walks by and says, you know, you could screen record your computer and show how to do it. And I'm like, that's probably better. And so I
Mm.
created like an 18-minute video of how I did that specific thing, put it on that channel, and everyone just was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. You should do more of these. Well, I listened to that video for the first time yesterday,
Oh, yeah?
and the audio was so bad.
Yeah.
Like it would be at like max volume, one sentence, and then the next sentence would be like very, very quiet. And I'm like, oh, that was a bad microphone. But you know what? It's okay. The first videos are the worst videos.
Absolutely. And I always just think that's so inspiring to people who are just starting out to, to see your videos now and where they're at now. And then it kind of, I can imagine as a beginner may seem like, oh, that's unattainable because they're so good. But to be able to, sort it by oldest to newest. And I love going and having a little
Well,
bit of
see,
a look
that's the
at
thing
people's
is
first
that
videos.
nobody would see this particular video because it's on the other channel. I did probably
Ah,
8 videos on that channel. And I'm like, you know what? Nobody's here to watch Canva tutorials. I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
why they're here, but that's not it. Why don't I
Mm,
create a channel that's just dedicated to Canva?
yeah.
And so then January 2021, I started the channel. And it's funny looking back, because when I looked at back, I'm like, it's funny how much has changed, but how much has absolutely stayed the same.
Yeah.
I learned how to cut out all my I'm not sures, I don't
Yeah, yeah.
know. You know, like I learned how to cut the fluff.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's really still just me.
That's fantastic. I find it so inspiring. I find what you do on your channel very, very inspiring, and it's such a treat to have gotten to connect with you, and yeah, oh, it's just lovely. YouTube, isn't it a thrill?
Who
Um,
knew that you would gain friends and influence people?
I know. It's like one of the perks that I certainly wasn't expecting was like this beautiful community that forms and meeting wonderful people. And Marianne, who's in the chat, is actually coming on my channel next
Ooh.
week. Very exciting.
So
So
you're gonna have Marianne Monday?
I'm gonna have I mean, for me it's gonna be Tuesday because we're on opposite sides of the
Oh,
planet. So it'll Marianne Monday night for you, but it's going to be Tuesday morning for us both, which is thrilling. What's the time where you are right now?
it is 7:42.
My golly gosh, in the AM.
Yeah, but see, what you don't know is once you get to a certain age, mid-40s, you tend to wake up really early for no unknown reason,
Yeah.
hormones.
Well, I must be getting close to 40 because I too wake up very early in the mornings. Marianne, woohoo! So excited. I'm very excited as well. Um, awesome. Very good. Fantastic. What have been some of your biggest challenges with YouTube and how have you overcome them?
So for me, I think, and I could literally talk about this for an hour, so I'm gonna try to like put it into a tiny little
The
ball,
the
is
abridged version.
because I deal with chronic illness and I don't know how I'm going to feel on a day-to-day basis. Like it is really difficult to be consistent, right? Like it's
Mm,
really difficult for me to show up when I feel like all I want to do is go back and lay in the bed even though I'm not sleeping. I would
mm,
I just I would rather be doing anything other than sitting in this chair because it's uncomfortable. I'm having some pains that I should not be having even at this age. That and I know that it's not this age because I've been dealing with these pains since I was 20. So, you
mm,
know, it's the same stuff. But what I realized is that I really need to make a list, a priority list. Like these are the things that I need to do this week. And it doesn't matter when they get done, but the earlier in the week that I can get them done, then the more rest time I have later in the week. So this week,
mm,
I had like 4 things on my list. I needed to create a new video. I needed to prepare for this live stream. I needed to prepare for tomorrow's live stream. And I had a huge event yesterday at Canva Create, and I needed to make sure that I had my calendar clear for yesterday so that I only needed to be sitting in this chair for 2 hours. And during that 2 hours, that program is what I was watching and learning about
mm.
all the new stuff that's coming to Canva, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's you're bloody amazing, and I like you. Okay, can I ask you? So you say it's a struggle to be consistent, and you've got these challenges, health challenges, and like there's a lot of people that don't upload many videos to YouTube and wonder why their channels aren't growing and the things like this. But like your inconsistency, how many videos have you posted in the past month?
Let me look at my back end. That didn't sound right.
I mean, depends on what back end you're talking about. Look, let me.
Oh no, I'll go get the giggles and I'm not going to be able to
The
stop.
giggles are fantastic. Giggle away. I'm gonna find your back end. Here we go. This is not quite the back, but I just am gonna
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in August, I did 6 videos.
yeah. So
But
in
but
August,
see, here's the and many of them were. Oh no, that's 6. I'm sorry, 6 videos. Oh yeah. 6 videos, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 live streams. So 13.
yeah. So I don't know if everyone can see. Yes,
And
everyone can see this
that was
on the
in
screen.
August.
Yeah, this is like everyone should just look at the things that they're using as excuses and see what happens when you know persist through the challenges that you've had. And I know you've had some significant challenges in the past couple of months, and it's been amazing that you've gone, you know what, if I can't produce this kind of content, then I'm gonna do live streaming instead, because it means
So
I don't have to sit as long and all of that. I think
so,
you're such a bloody inspiration.
so what happened? You see, what had happened was, um, I used to do 3 tutorials a week. And I'm not talking about 3 like 3-minute tutorials. I'm talking about full on edited the works, 3 a week. And I realized, maybe it was in July, that 3 just was not sustainable. I was really starting to get weak, fatigue. It was not doable. So I'm like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay to pivot to 2 a week. I'm going to do that. And then I realized that 2 a week was a struggle
Mm,
because it just was taking too much. Like, I was at my computer almost every day and I was falling further and further behind. I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, I'm either going to have to go to 1 video per week, which I did not want to do. And the reason why I didn't want to do that is because it doesn't help my audience. And it's not for me. Like, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this to help people. And me doing 4
mm,
videos a month doesn't help people.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't help people. So I did I had to pivot, and for a couple weeks I did what I call the snippet method, where I had an old video and I still had it on my computer, and I took like a 90-second snippet of that video. I redid an intro, I redid an outro, and then I put that snippet right in the middle. And it enabled me to edit a video in 30 minutes
Wow.
instead
Yeah.
of
That's
doing
like
it and it taking
work
much longer.
smarter, not harder, hey? Work
And then
smarter,
that
not
was
harder.
about the same time that I was like, okay, I've really got to start live streaming. And that first live stream came about because I woke up, or I went to bed the night before my first live stream, and I'm like, oh no, I do not have a scheduled video, and I've got one in the vault, but in the vault on the back end, right? That I had
Yeah,
not
yeah.
scheduled. And I knew it was going to take me at least 45 minutes to schedule that. And then I
Mm,
don't have another video for the week. What am I going to do? And I'm like, well, I guess I'll just go live.
yeah. That's awesome. It's so good. And I
Yeah.
think it's so important. Like self-care is really important, and knowing your limits and knowing what you're able to do, and honoring your experience, I think is so important. But it's like the fact that you've found these brilliant ways of continuing to produce content, because I mean, I know you say it's not for you, but I also know that it brings you joy helping people, and you know that's amazing. So should we jump into should we see if Canva is ready
I'm
for us?
I'm looking right now. So
Yeah.
I actually let me click. Can you put it's still showing me that elevated errors message on Canva. I'm going to go into the design.
All right.
Let me find it. And I'm going to see if I can do what I want to do. I mean, I can tell because this thing says my 3 favorite features. I'll
Yeah.
gladly, or 3 of them, I'll gladly share what they are, but I just can't. Oh, it might be working. It might be working.
Oh, how
So
exciting. Oh, you've been outed here. The creator classroom sometimes has brain farts.
I do. And you know what? I point them out.
And also live last week or this week, let everyone plus me to come for this live thanks to the creator classroom. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here, Chris. It's awesome to have you here.
All right, let me but this would be a perfect opportunity for you to maybe throw in the chat the Canva status link.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Yeah,
if
awesome.
you're having trouble with Canva and it says something's gone wrong, always, always, always check the Canva status because it will tell you when other people are having problems or whether they've had reported problems and there's an issue and it's not just you. All right,
Yeah,
let's see here.
that's very helpful to know about.
Let me get rid of this and we're going to share. I talk to myself when I'm doing things. It helps me process.
It's a beautiful thing to do. Who else does that? Who likes to chat with themselves while they're doing things? I certainly do.
I'm not going to share my system's audio. I think that would cause a problem. All right.
All right.
So
Beautiful.
it's on the screen.
Beautiful. Let's jump in.
All right. And I know a little later on, you're going to ask, and I'm just going to go ahead and answer it. You're going to ask something about how do I get video ideas?
Yes, that was one of my questions.
This is how I get video ideas. It's one of the ways. Like, I think that if you're not getting video ideas from people in your community, you're doing it wrong. I mean, not necessarily wrong, but you just use the people that are commenting to come up with video ideas. And
Yeah.
I use a whole, we can talk about that a little later if you want, because I have a whole host of ideas or how I pull from ideas. But for today, for this portion, this comment came in yesterday. And this has been planned for what, a week and a half. This
Yeah.
comment came in yesterday and it worked perfectly with my 3 favorite features.
Fantastic. Can I read this comment out?
Yeah.
In case anyone's watching on a phone or something and
Yeah.
it's a bit small. So this comment says, I'm going to get my eyes closer.
Wait, I can make it bigger. Hold up. By the way, there's a little arrow here on the side. You can click it and collapse the side panel. And down here at the bottom, this is bonus lesson, right? These are the kind of
Brilliant.
knowledge nuggets I give in my live stream. You can really zoom things in.
That is fantastic.
Zoom slider. Did that help?
It's fantastic. Loved your video. Can you show how you made the thumbnail for this video, specifically the background effect around the word Canva and text? I just can't figure out how to make the hollow or splice effect thick enough to cover the entire word. I really like how your thumbnails look. And if anyone noticed the thumbnail on this video, that was a little bit of a creator classroom
I I
help.
I Canvanized it.
You Canvanized it.
I
You
did.
Jenniferized it as well.
So this is the thumbnail that they were talking about.
It's
And
brilliant.
and she was wanting to know how I did this outline. And what she thinks is that I used a text effect. And I did not use a text effect. I used 3 Canva features. All right.
Ooh.
Woo. Let me go back. All right. So basically, you've got your word. And my first favorite feature is that you can download with a transparent background. And I use this all the time for my thumbnails, but I also use it for like text overlays on videos, right? So you can download something with a transparent background and then lay it into your video editor if you're using something separate other than Canva. And you do not have to green screen out the text overlay, which is a time saver. But all you need to do is take this and go share, download. By the way, this is a Canva Pro feature. If you would like to give Canva Pro a try for free, I'm sure that Claire has left a link in the description below.
I have. And I'm also going to put your link in the comments here if anyone wants to check it out.
So you would just make sure that you click PNG. There's a little, look, I'm looking at the screen in front of me, trying to hit the screen to the left of me. PNG, but if you click that, there's other options, but just click PNG, transparent backgrounds. And here's another free tip. If you click this and you uncheck all pages, if you have multiple pages like I do right here, you can click current page and it will just select the one page that you are currently on and then download. So this is going to download without a transparent background. Now, I'm currently in Chrome, which means that I have mine set up so that, and you can't see it because of our faces. So I'm going to show you the old school
I'll get
way.
rid of our faces. Look at that.
All right. So down here, there, my image, and I can just drag and drop this image straight into my, I'm having a brain fart.
Thing. Into your thing.
This
slide.
document, right? And it automatically goes into my uploads folder. Now, if you do not have that option, then you can just click, I guess you could bring us back now unless you want a faceless tutorial.
No, let's get our faces in. Then people can see me going like this.
You can click over here on the left-hand panel. There's an upload file, and you can do it that way.
Brilliant.
If I could actually click it instead. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this. It would really help if I was dragging the right screen. I'm trying to drag the StreamYard screen. All right. I think I need to reduce this a little bit for me. So I'm just going to drag this right here to the second page. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to change this, and that's just so that you can see it. I'm going to change both of these to white. Well, I'm going to change both of these to white. I forget that this is an image and not a text. Now I'm going to go back down here, And here's my second one. I love all of the photo effects that Canva has to offer. So when I click on this, and by the way, you know that it is transparent if I click that, and if I put a circle behind it, right? It's transparent.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to click this, edit image, and this is my favorite photo app. It's the Shadow app. You may not have it up here under recently used. So all you need to do is search for effects. Canva's made this super, super easy. So shadow, and then it will show you the shadows. And for my thumbnail text effect, I use the glow shadow. So we're going to click glow. And when you click it a second time, a control panel pops up and we can change the size. So I'm going to change the size to 15. I'm going to change the transparency to 100. You can use the sliders or type it in. And I'm going to change the blur to 0. And then I'm going to click apply. And you will notice that it automatically sized it down, like there's no extra room once you apply that glow shadow. I used to bring in the elements or in these little side pieces, right? Until I realized it automatically reduces for me. So now you might go, well, that's black. How does that? And there's all these holes. Should I have made the glow bigger? No, you shouldn't, because we're going to fill those holes up using some shapes. So now I'm going to take these, and I selected them with Shift and the mouse. And I'm going to set it right on top. And then I work on just moving them around. So you're going to notice that it's not quite the right size, and that's okay. I'm going to actually just change the size of the text box, and I'm using the keys on my keyboard, the arrow keys, to make adjustments to where it is. And
I didn't even know you could do that.
I will do the same thing with Canva, arrows on the keyboard. Okay. So now here's this. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Is everyone ready? You all ready?
Wait, drum roll. Drum roll.
Drum
Isn't that
roll.
what they would do? Drum roll.
Yeah, I'll do a little drum. Oh, there we go. Drum roll. Thank you very much.
If you click R on your keyboard, you will get a shape. And I'm going to change the color of the shape to the color of the shadow. And then I will adjust the shape and cover up the holes that are here. And I think I can get it all the way over here. I'm going to take it there, and then I'm going to right click. Oh, no, you know what? Before I do that, I'm actually going to take this, and there's a duplicate button right here. I know I'm going to need another shape. So right click, I'm going to send that back. And for this one, now this is a cool new feature. Up here is the shape button, which it's right below the Grow on YouTube logo, but there's a shape button. And now I can change this to a circle. And I can size it, and I'm going to put it underneath the C. When I start thinking, I get quiet too. All right. So now we're going to send it backwards. Now, if I'm really in a rush, I will leave it like this, right? But technically, I could, if I wanted, do more little shapes and little like, let me do a C. Like I can, you know what? Nope, we're going to change this to a square. And then I'm going to take this border style and I can round out the corners like this. And I would just get it in between the little holes, right? And I would just work on that. I don't know if it actually, but yeah, so that's how I do that effect. And then
Brilliant.
I do all of that on a blank page and I group them. So I select left click on the mouse, I select everything and I click group, right? And then I can put that on my thumbnail.
Oh, it's so good. So I sent my the thumbnail for this very live stream that you're watching
Oh,
right now. I sent this through to the creator classroom and I was like, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And she was like, "I think I could make it better." Not in those words, but
no, I asked if you would like for me to
and of
Canvaize it.
course, I would have been a fool to say no to that.
I'm I'm
It's so
looking to see
fantastic.
if I can find. Oh, here it is. You can even see here
Yeah,
where I
yeah.
did the little tricks.
It's great. It's so
And
good.
then I gave her options.
Yeah.
And what I did it in probably 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's fantastic, and it just, makes it pop, so much more than I don't know if you have the
I
before
don't,
there,
but
but it
I
wasn't
can
I can tell you it wasn't as good.
there.
Yeah. So I think it was much, much,
Well,
much
it was,
improved. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm gonna definitely be playing around with that on my channel and in my thumbnails. Let us
and
know in
so
the
that was
comments if you're gonna do that as well.
that's what
Give
I
it a go.
thought. I thought also it might show you how I did that so that you would
Yeah,
be able to do it in the
be able to
future.
fix my thumbnails.
So in that specific video though that the comment came in on, it was about how to improve. So if I'd just done that, right? If I'd just done the Canva text trick and I just put it on a thumbnail like this, it would look like this, which is fine, but most people would go and make their thumbnail smaller or their text smaller, right? Well, I didn't want small text like that because if someone's looking at it on a phone, they want as big a text as possible. So I needed to get the guy in front. So I use
Mm,
one of my favorite features called background remover. And
yeah.
so here's that photograph. Absolutely, Nina. It's just small. So this is the photograph that I used. And first thing I did was flip it. So you click the image, go up to the top. On the top left hand, right underneath Sara's name, there's a flip button. Flip horizontally. Actually, you know what? Watch. You get to see a little bit of my background, but all right.
Hang on.
So here.
I'm gonna get rid of this. Is
Ah,
that better?
yeah.
Yeah. We don't need that. We all know where we are.
All right. See, I got sneaky little tricks. All right. So flip horizontal, right? And then edit image. I'm going to X out at the shadow because I don't need that one. And down here for everybody, it's going to be background remover. Now, this is another Canva Pro feature. We're just going to click it and let Canva work. Hands off. I'm not doing anything.
Look, Mom, my
Now,
hands.
here's the thing. it might not come out right because I'm live streaming and doing something on the internet, and I've got a really lousy internet connection, but
Oh, look
bam,
at that.
it still did it.
Bloody beautiful.
So then, actually this one I may not have flipped. So, and then I made him huge. So here he is huge. And I just put him right on top of the other guy. So the other guy's invisible. And I still have the same color. So the same image, right? And then for this, I just did a text effect.
Oh, this is mind-blowing, this thing.
Hollow. And this one's on a 27 thickness. And so it's just right in front of them so that you can see it. So yeah, background remover, download with transparency, and photo editing, and those 3 tricks.
So this final clever little bit, can you just go back a step, because that, like, so that's the hollow text effect.
Yes.
Over the top. It's so simple and so clever.
Okay. So here it is.
Yeah.
T on the keyboard. Text trick. I'm going to make it bigger. And I actually don't know what size this one is, because with this one, instead of doing I downloaded it in white instead of black. And that took out a step of having to add the text on top.
Sure.
Because I did it in black. Anyway, so I don't know exactly what size that text is. So let me see, 214.
Well, I mean, the other thing that if people are keen to see this, and if this is tricky to get it, oh, look, you pretty much have it
so
there.
Now I've got text trick up here at the top. We're going to do an uppercase.
That's very clever. I only just found out about that from one of your live streams the other day, that you can just
I've got it right on
everything.
top. Now I'm going to make it white. So this, if you're not familiar with Canva, this is the text panel. It does everything. Like you can change font, you can change size, you can change the color. So we're going to change the color to white. And then effects and hollow.
My golly gosh, it's so good.
And
it's so good.
Reduce it just a little bit and it looks even better. You could technically, she's very excited. You can technically do it in a different color if you want.
Fantastic.
But when I was looking at it small, so here's a tip for thumbnails. If you go down here and you shrink it down and you look at it tiny, I found that it looked a little bit better to me in white than it did in the black. And so that's why I went with the white. And apparently like 150 people agree, because I've gotten, I think, 150 views on this video in 24 hours.
That's fantastic.
Which is crazy.
That's so good. Have we got, is this the fancy thumbnail effect video?
Hold up. The text behind. Yeah. So it'd be the one that I just did yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy that link if people want to jump straight to it. It is in the description of, but if you want to see like the full tutorial step by step.
Oh no, that fancy text one, I think that was how to do the fancy text that I showed here.
You know what? I'm gonna
I'm
Where
looking.
are we?
I'm looking at my back end again.
Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you've just got to look at your back end.
And if you're a YouTuber, you know what that means. And I'm not. I hope nobody perceives that in any kind of way.
Oh no. We don't want to be cancelled by YouTube.
All right, here we go. I'm going to drop it in.
All right.
There you go. That
Bloody
is
beautiful.
Oh no. I'm showing you what I'm seeing. I did not mean to do that. You see? This is
we're getting it's happening. It's happening. All right, fantastic.
I took myself off. I took that shot off. But yeah, so I wish we need to put a StreamYard feature request that guests can chat.
Yeah. I think so.
Guests can chat in the comments in the back end if they want to, so that does not happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we both should do it. Maybe if two people at the same time.
Maybe everyone who's watching could do it.
Or anybody that has been on a guest on your stream that would love to drop in comments that.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Well, that's bloody amazing. Did we just get through 3 features in less than 3 hours?
No. I mean, it was probably more like 15 minutes. I don't know.
It was amazing. Bloody brilliant.
Oh, so let me see the stream tomorrow. I've already got a plan. Even though let me be real. I'm going to be pull us both up for a second. Get rid of my screen.
All right.
All right, you ready? Because I've got chronic health issues, what I do with my live stream is I sort of have a bullet point of things that I would like to talk about. However, sometimes I start losing my voice. So I've got a plan to talk about these 25 features that I think are awesome in Canva. But if I can only get through 10 of them because of my voice, then I'm gonna be okay with that. And I'll be like, come back next week and we'll talk about 10 more. Absolutely. Or whatever. So the plan is for 25, and I'm trying to find it so that you can see that I do have a plan. And they can get a sneak peek of the plan. Because, all right, now it's what I want to show is up. Back on the screen. All right, so I'm going to share 25 features. 13 of them are going to be Canva Pro features, and 12 of them are going to be free features.
That's fantastic.
So they're not even all. So for example, obviously, background remover tool is going to be among them. And let's see. I mean, technically downloading images, you learned a little bit about that. That's the free tool. But the pro version is the transparent background. And I've got 26 slides that I'm going to upload into StreamYard. And I will go through each one of these. I will start at the beginning and I will get through as many as I can. But I also like to save time at the end for live Q&A. So if I start to notice that my voice is having a little bit of problems, then what I'll do is stop the teaching part and ask if anybody's got questions, or look through the starred comments or whatever and have that bit. But yeah.
Awesome. So it's going to be like a bit of a masterclass. So this has been a bit of a teaser. Yeah. Ooh, have we got some echo happening? A little bit of an echo situation.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
For everyone else, or just for Claire?
I actually don't hear an echo.
All right. Well, fantastic. I'll just try to ignore that. So had a little bit of a taster of the Creator Classroom today on this live stream. And if you are keen to learn more about the awesome features. And I love that you are including not just the Canva Pro features, but you're also including a lot of the free features as well. Because there's so much, even if you don't want to use the paid version of Canva, there is so much stuff that you can do for free. It's such a generous platform. It's an incredible company. I think they're great. You know,
and here's the thing. So other Canva champions are probably going to disagree with me, Claire. I don't think pro's for everybody. And the reason why I say that is that if you only use Canva once or twice a month, then it's not worth the investment, because there are a lot of workarounds or things that you don't have to do that Canva Pro offers. For example, let me just blow your mind here. Before I had Canva Pro, by the way, I used Canva for free from 2015 to 2021. I've only been using Canva Pro for a year. So I know the tips, the tricks, the hacks.
Yeah.
For getting most for free. And you can take, and it's time consumption, right? It's a time consumption. You can download whatever picture you want to remove the background. You can download it as a regular image, and then you can upload it into other programs, remove the background for free, and then put it back into Canva. The problem with some of those programs is that the, what's the word I'm looking for? Resolution. The resolution isn't always that great. For example, everyone knows about Remove BG. They go, Remove BG is the best.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not the best, because when you stretch that image out for a large thumbnail, it looks shoddy. Like it does not look good at all because it's so pixelated. However, Erase BG is a lot better. It comes out clearer.
Cool.
But when you're talking about creating like at the time I was creating 3, 4, 5 thumbnails a week, and I was having to do that for 3, 4 thumbnails a week, times that by a month's worth, we're talking about that's a lot of downloading, a lot of uploading, a lot of downloading, a lot of uploading. That's 4 times 4. I could just click remove BG or remove BG. Wow. No, remove background on Canva with 1 click, and it's done. And I do not have to download, re-upload, download, re-upload. And the reason why I signed up for it is I had one video that I had over 50 transparent overlays.
Wow.
That I needed transparent overlays. I was going to have to green screen out 50 for one video.
Yeah. I think that was the reason I got Canva Pro as well. Like I used the free version for ages, and it is really, really good. But being able to just have it download a transparent background and not having to green screen it, it's just a time saver. And if you're editing a lot of videos or you're spending a lot of time editing, it's like any little things that you can find to just shave off a little bit of time is so valuable. So
right.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning when you're working twice as hard as you need to, right? You are working so hard because you don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like you literally, like my phrase is every expert was once a beginner. So you see what I can do now. But if you looked at what I did in 2015 in terms of using Canva, you would have been like, oh my gosh, she's teaching people how to use Canva. Even if you look at what I did 2 years ago, it's vastly different than what I do now. It's because I keep layering my skills, and every time I use it, I layer my skills more and more. And that's what people should do with creating videos. they should layer their skills and not feel bad if something doesn't go right, or not feel ashamed if their video isn't the best, because they'll get better if they
Totally.
if they work on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like it's practice, right? It's like when I mean, I still get so nervous about live streaming but you have to keep doing it. It's like, and you have to get to the end of a live stream, and even if you feel like, oh, this could have gone better or this could have gone better, it's like, yeah, but like heaps of stuff
I
went
did it.
well, and anything that doesn't go well is something that you can learn from. And it's like, yeah, I love it. I love just all of the I love all the messages that I get from you saying like, "Oh my gosh, I just learned how to do this new cool thing," or like, "Ah, Canva's just announced they're bringing out this cool thing."
Oh,
Like,
the image to text. I mean,
oh,
text to image.
do you want to tell people about that? A little bonus? Little bonus
Oh,
to wrap up the
well,
stream?
it is so exciting. Let me find it on my screen first, and then you can. Well, first, I can't show this one feature that's coming because it's not come to me yet. I joined the wait list to be one of the first to try this feature. Canva Docs, you're going to be able to create documents in Canva. Like I imagine that it would be like Google Docs, but better, because you would be able
Certainly
to add
funner.
images and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. But let me pull this up.
This is amazing. Yeah, there was a huge Canva convention. I don't know.
Convention.
Yeah, a Canva thing. If you go on the Canva YouTube channel, you can watch it. It's up there. The replay is up there now, and it's pretty amazing. So it was like
Okay.
a big celebration of Canva, and announcing some of their new features that they're releasing, which we have been nerding out about. Very exciting.
And one of them's background remover for videos.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
So this particular, I mentioned photo editing app, and this one is another one, except for it's kind of a separate thing. It's called text to image. And basically you type what you would like to see. And so this is an example of text, and then it changes to whatever. So it's just magic. So I'm sure that they probably typed in like magic floating balloons or something like that. And then
That was
I
I
don't,
just went, "What's Sagam?"
so
But
then
yeah, magic, exactly.
yesterday, after they announced it, I went and I played around with this feature and typed in like swan swimming in a koi pond, and came up with all of these different images. I think this one I had done like middle-aged woman painting, and it was really, really cool. I don't know if I can get it to work. Let's see. Tell me something, Claire.
Um, oh dear. Uh, Water bottle,
With
a teddy bear.
geese. Oh, teddy bear. Let's see if we can let's do photo. I don't know if it's gonna work because internet.
So this is like algorithmically creating art, which is a very, very new, as far as I'm aware, very new technology that I've only seen for the first time a couple of weeks ago, but not in Canva. This is
I mean, it doesn't show water bottle, but
it
I
shows
think,
water.
look, water and teddy bear. So yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. That is so cool. I don't know what this is called. This witchcraft that we're seeing here. It's very magic.
And it's different than what you would get in like Elements, because if I typed in water bottle with teddy bear here, like I'm just going to get a whole bunch of teddy bears.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing stuff. This is pretty advanced technology, and it's amazing. Canva just keeps on bringing stuff out. It just keeps bringing new things out and watching what's happening in the tech space and finding a way to incorporate that into their platform. It's so cool. What
Like,
a cool company.
I don't know how this would be maybe beneficial to YouTubers specifically. Look, so I did the same one again and it gave me different options. I mean, I just clicked the same exact thing and it goes into your uploads file so you have access to it later. It's just amazing.
Yeah. And these images are all completely unique. And
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things, like if you're creating merch or something for your channel, like you don't have to worry about copyright issues with these type of images, as far as I'm
Yeah,
aware.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's not a pro feature, so
This is this a free feature?
yeah.
Oh
Did you
my!
just get?
I did just gasp.
Wait, you did the YouTube. That's why
This is
YouTubers have that
free?
place.
Yes. Wow, that is so fantastic. Oh my goodness. I'm just so, yes, very cool is the answer. Marianne said just before about the transparent background. I used to do mine manually on Procreate and it was so laborious, but having the pro version of Canva saved me a lot of time. Yeah. It's so good. My mother is celebrating you and all of us layering our skills. Beautiful.
You got to layer skills.
You've got to. You've got to. You got to keep on learning.
Okay, it's like being an athlete, right? You cannot play basketball unless you know how to walk.
Very true.
I mean, okay. Wheelchair basketball's a thing.
Yes, actually, that came to mind as well for me.
But you know what I mean? Like men's college basketball, they can't go Carolina, go Heels. They can't play basketball unless they know the fundamentals of basketball, how to dribble a
Unless they can
basketball,
dribble. Yeah.
they've got to know the very basics first before they can layer on and learn how to dunk.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. So. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so grateful to you for waking up at 5:30 a.m. to
It would have happened anyway. What's funny is I actually woke up later than I normally do.
Yeah, right.
When I saw what time it was, I was like, wait, I slept past 4:30?
That's fantastic. That's so good. Well, yes. So if anyone wants to join you tomorrow, the link to the live stream is in the live chat here, but it's also in the description of this video if you're watching this before, if you're watching the replay before this video is processed completely. But yeah, go and check out all the other tools that the Creator Classroom is going to be chatting about tomorrow. And if you've gotten value out of this video, give us a thumbs up. That'd be great. And yeah, check back in on
and I'm sure
Monday.
They're all subscribed, right?
I mean, you'd think so. Yes, if you would like to subscribe, if you want to see more kind of tutorials and videos and interviews and conversations with other YouTubers who are doing amazing things on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And we will catch you next time. Thank you, everyone, so much.